Okay. Welcome to LL Energy. I call upon my angels, guides, and ancestors to come into this reading to give us clear-cut messages and guidance. Namaste. Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Virgos. So let's cut the cards and see what's happening. These are short readings. Well, kind of short. Oh, there could be love coming in for you. Seven of Pentacles. You may feel like you don't have as much finances that are accessible to you, but there is like a blessing building for you. It's slow, which means it's possibly something that might be long lasting, or it could be like a new opportunity, a new job. You're coming to the end of a cycle. It's almost like waiting for harvest. So if your basket's not full right now, it will be soon. Okay, let's just cut the cards. Okay. Okay, Ten of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So there could have been a love situation that has dissolved. I feel like there's new love coming for you, but there could have been a love situation that has run its course. I've got the Ten of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Tree of Life in the reverse, the Page of Coins in the reverse. So just because the reversal doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that there may be something that's waiting for you. Gosh, I'm seeing that my card is bent. There could be something that is waiting for you. There could be something that is about to take place that you're not aware of. The Ten of Wands in reverse is good because it means you're coming to the end of a cycle and that you're releasing a lot of burdens that you were carrying. So if you felt like it was overbearing, like maybe life, just life, bills, debts, all of these sorts of things, work commitments, maybe not having a job. It could be something that a job that you're at that you don't like anymore. It could also be a situation that you've been in terms of love relationship that has been overbearing, or that you fell out of love with this person. You may have had a family with this person as well. Could be children that you feel are not a burden, but maybe the stuff that they're doing, for if they're going to school or college or university, it may have just been burdensome for you to pay for certain things or you to try and make ends meet at times. The Two of Cups in reverse could be, as I said, a love relationship that someone that you've fallen out of love with, or somebody that you've been dealing with, because directly underneath here where I pulled the 4 cards is the Page of Coins. So you could have been dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Virgo like yourself as well, who you consider to be immature. They may not have grown up, even if they are a mature male. As in, if they're older, they may not be mature. They may be immature. The Tree of Life being here in reverse is maybe the lesson in this that you were supposed to go through, you may not be seeing. There's some knowledge and wisdom that I feel like you may be missing from this experience or from whatever happened that you went through. But I'm going to clarify these cards as well. You could also have a child that takes on earth sign qualities, or a child that may, if they were dedicated and structured and focused on their schooling, or maybe they got a job or something like that, they may be behaving differently or behaving not in the best way. Maybe you can't get through to them. Maybe they're not approachable in terms of you speaking to them, or vice versa. So they may have been difficult to deal with. So this could be a child, teenage child, or a young adult. But as I said, I'm seeing it more as a love situation. But there is something to learn here, maybe with the partnerships that you pick, or why this situation happened to you in the first place. Let me just see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so if there was a family dynamic, or wish fulfillment, or a happy family dynamic initially that you had, it looks like that may have dissolved, or that may have come to an end. And the Five of Pentacles here is about you being out in the cold. So maybe this person was difficult to deal with, difficult with finances. You may not be feeling left out in the cold anymore, because you may have turned your back or changed your mindset about how you're going to deal with this situation, and switching off from the situation may have helped you. But there is an end of a cycle that needs to happen, and it's not, I think that's what it is with the Tree of Life here as well. The cycle is not yet closed. The reason being is possibly because there is no love in the situation. And obviously, if you're dealing with someone that's difficult, or narcissistic, or just really difficult to co-parent with, or it's difficult for you to manage, just to manage being civil with them, or if you're dealing with somebody that is manipulative or controlling in some way, or wants things their way, you may be taking on an energy that you're not usually used to. Or yeah, there's like a lack of emotion in the situation, and it may be from their part, it may be from your part, but the lack of emotion is actually affecting you to move forward. So finding that love for yourself within will then maybe help you to bring closure to this cycle. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to show love to that person if they've hurt you and if they've been difficult, but there's a certain level of forgiveness in the situation that needs to happen. I think maybe it is down to forgiving, and and allowing the love within you to flow, but not necessarily to this person, just maybe to yourself. And in some cases, it may be that something needs to be healed with this person, or an attempt to heal something with this person, as difficult as they may be, or as difficult as you may be, because it can work both ways. It can be vice versa, or it can be both. So yeah, there's a sense of understanding unconditional love, but in a way that's going to be healing and freeing for yourself. So yeah. So at the bottom of the deck, I can see there's loads of cards of love here that are in reverse. If you were having a lot of anxiety over this situation, you may have decided to try and let this go. You may be sleeping better if you weren't. there's a new beginning that needs to happen, because I think the new beginning that, not to say you're working towards, but there's a new beginning that is waiting for you. It's like a bridge to wait. It's like a bridge waiting for you to cross it, basically. The energy of the Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck that I can see, I feel like there may be a need for you to tap into some form of spirituality or spiritual practice, or being able to find a minute for yourself. And it's difficult to do that, especially if you're dealing with children and you're on your own. It can be difficult to find that. But even if it's 5 minutes in the evening or 5 minutes in the morning before your children are awake or before the whole day starts, especially if you're doing it as a parent on your own, even if you do have a co-parent but you're separated or single, yeah, there's a need to kind of tap into yourself. I just want to get this book as well to see about the Tree of Life, because this deck is slightly different. I'm still kind of learning this deck, but it's slightly different to the other decks. It has quite a lot of meaning in it as well. Let's see if they do have the number. The Tree of Life is not usually in the traditional deck. I wonder if it's even, I can't even remember if it's in here actually. Look up the meaning, the Tree of Life, because there is other meanings surrounding that. Also, someone may want to get a Tree of Life necklace. Some people get a necklace with crystals, and it's a sign of a form of protection, like a revitalization in some way as well, or being revitalized. Is revitalization even a word? Hold on, let's see. Okay, it may not be here because it doesn't have a number. Yeah, it doesn't have a number. But yeah, that's what I would say. Look up the Tree of Life as a message, because I think it would be a valuable message. I'm just going to clarify a few of these cards. Let's use this deck. I'm going to shuffle in the upright. You could still be having some anxiety for some of you about a situation with an earth sign. Or it could just be your own anxiety within as well. At this present time, you may not even be focused too much on your purpose or your next steps in life, if it's to do with a job or career. Yeah, I feel like there is new love coming in for you, and it definitely is related to self-love. You giving to yourself. Queen of Pentacles here as well, yeah. You giving to yourself. If someone's tried to put you down as a parent, don't take their advice, basically. Something was slipping over. You could get a apology from somebody, but you could also get a love offer, or like asked out on a date, or a new offer that's going to be emotionally fulfilling. So it could be a role that you were actually interested in. You may not see it coming as well, but it could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, that opts you out for a date, or someone with water in their chart. Okay. Queen of Wands, okay. The Emperor. The Devil, okay. Oop. This wanted to fall out. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So yeah, there's a new tangible offer coming in for you, and there's a new offer which might be to do with love. Okay, so over the 10 of Wands, I've got the 7 of Swords. So I see why you're dealing with, why you were feeling burdensome. You're dealing with somebody who is sneaky, who may have stabbed you in the back in some way. This is not the 10 of Swords, it's 7, so it's not as many swords. But you may have felt like you're dealing with somebody that you can't trust, that you have been burnt by before, that you've experienced a lot of emotional turmoil with. Someone that's underhanded, that doesn't deal with things in the best light. But you may have stepped into your power, and this person knows this. So you may have stepped into your power. That what the energy that you may be taking on is a Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is confident. She's independent. She's a spiritual being generally, not always, but generally. As in, she may have a spiritual practice or tap into her chakras, yoga, Pilates, all of those sorts of things. She also may be someone who's quite fiery, someone who, but when she's in the upright, she's balanced. She's not really somebody that you can take the mickey out of. She's somebody who stands her ground and knows what she wants and goes for it. So that could be the energy that you're taking on, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This could also have a lot to do with Jupiter as well. So this could be the Jupiter. This could be the Jupiter transit in Cancer, and that might be uncomfortable for you. That might be making you tap into yourself and try to find that inner love again, that for yourself, and also unconditional love for others. And sometimes when we find the similarities between us and others, we start to look at things differently. Because a lot of times the people that we're in partnerships with, or the people that we attract, are also mirrors of ourselves in some way. And it's hard to see that when somebody has treated you really badly, or if you have been or if vice versa, if you've been that way to somebody else and it's emotionally affected you in a harsh way, but also as well, if you decided that you wanted to end the relationship and you've not been on the best terms with that person, or that person has proven to be very difficult. The Emperor here could be about you needing to find your inner power, and this could also be about someone new coming in. You could meet an Aries as well. You may want to look at what water placements you have in your chart, the transit of your chart as well. If you go to AstroSeek, that's just a website I tend to refer a lot of clients to. If you go to astroseek.com, I think it's called, you can find your transit chart, and I think you just type in transit calculator or something like that. And basically you'll be able to find what house is being transited at the moment with this Jupiter Cancer move, and also what's happening in regards to the area that you need to be working on necessarily, or the area that's going to show you what basically is happening for you in that area of life at the moment. Or, you know, if you're supposed to be looking for a new career in a different field, for example, or if you have a change of heart with children and you didn't necessarily want to have children straight away before, or it could be a number of things, but it will show you a list of different aspects that may support you and help you at this time. Yeah, so with the Emperor, that's somebody stepping into their boss mode, but you may meet someone that's a boss. You may or you may take on this energy of being a boss in some way. You could also be deciding to work for yourself or considering working for yourself. The Tree of Life can also speak to family as well. So you may have a family dynamic where you've not been getting along, or because even with the Ten of Cups here, it could be family dynamics where things are not the way they seemed before, or there's like a breakdown in communication, or there's been a disagreement or something like that. So Tree of Life could also be related to maybe that too, and the Ten of Cups. But yeah, there may be somebody coming in for you that is a strong male, or this could have been a male that you were dealing with that appears this way, but he may not be an emperor. I'll just show you the card as well. But if you're not going to start your own business or work for yourself, it could be another example of the energy that you're taking on and how you're going to move forward. So this fire energy, the Jupiter energy, may expand your life in a lot of ways, but also once you tap into yourself and find that unconditional love again, if you don't feel that you have it, but from what I'm seeing in this reading, obviously take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it on. So over the Page of Coins, we've got the Devil card. So there could be somebody that is really, really toxic that you've dealt with in the past. Could be a love connection. You may be aware of this person. This person may have Capricorn placements in their chart as well, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn too. This, just shows to me that there is a lot of toxicity in a situation. And if you've got this over the Page of Coins, the person that, as I said, the person that you're dealing with could be really, really immature, or emotionally unavailable in the way that they are, or the way that they deal with things. And the Devil card being here is showing me that there's still some things that need to be worked out. But this relationship could have been very karmic. Most relationships have some element of karma in them, or are karmic in some way. But this could have been a karmic where it wasn't meant to last. It was just meant to teach a valuable lesson. It could also be that you were somebody's lesson in order for them to change. But if they're not heeding the calling, then they will continue with the same pattern. This person could also have something hidden from you, or be plotting another move, especially if there's like an injustice or courts involved, or custody, things like that. They could be planning something else, holding back and trying to be underhanded, or something like that. Let me see a little bit more about this. There's something they're withholding in regards to the truth. I'm so sorry if you can hear, I have my door open. You can hear children. They're probably outside. Okay, if this is the energy you have been in, I'm seeing the story differently. Okay, so if this is the energy you have been in, then you may have been going through a lot of toxicity. You may have experienced a lot of karmic energy, and there may be some truths and clarity that you're not seeing about yourself, why this situation may have happened, if this resonates with you. And as soon as you do, and you gain that clarity and you work on your self-love and balancing, money is going to come in for you in abundance. And you're going to be financially stable, especially if you've been looking for a new role, or something else is coming through. If something else starts coming through for you and you think maybe, oh, I'm not ready to do that, or I'm not interested, that opportunity actually might have a hidden truth within it. So it may look kind of mundane, but it actually may lead to something that's really great and actually helps you to establish balance within your life again. The other message that I have is, if this is somebody you're dealing with and they've been immature and they've had karmic situations play out, or you've had a lot of karmic situations play out with this person, there may be a truth that's withheld from them, or a truth that they are withholding. Could be to do with finances. If there's a truth that they're withholding from you, you may get a return in finances, and this person karma may be served for this person, and that restores your balance. If it's not the case, and they are concealing something, they're concealing money in order to find their balance again, possibly. But what I am seeing is that both parties may need to, you could be dealing with another Virgo, I think I said that as well, but they may need to, both of you may need to find a space within to basically work on your own self-love and your own unconditional love in order to find balance, move out of this cycle and into a new cycle, which is going to bring more abundance and balance into your lives. So initially, if everything is quite bad, or you consider it being bad at the moment in terms of communication and being amicable, then it looks like it will get better in the future. But I think it depends on how both parties act, and all the only individuals that need to worry about what they're doing or how they're moving forward is yourself. So don't worry about necessarily what the other person is focused on or doing, because they have their karmic story to play out. They have their lessons to learn from the universe. You focus on what you're doing and use your intuition. Definitely tap into your intuition more, meditate, go within if you need to, because it's going to help you and guide you. And keeping this Queen of Wands energy is going to also attract new things to you. This Jupiterian energy is going to attract new things to you, new abundance, new blessings. So yeah, but ending this after a difficult time. Oh gosh, one of my candles is leaking. I can see wax. But ending this reading, I feel like it's ending in a good way. Money will be restored. A blessing will come in. It could be a blessing from somebody else as well that you don't see coming, and you will find your balance again. Balance will be restored in your life. But I think it's a case of the blessings that are going to come from the universe. Connect. Also do your manifestations, because the moon that we just had is really potent. So definitely do your manifestations. Consider the things that you want to release as well, which is like writing a list. You can write a list of the things that you want to release, and the things that you want to let go of, whatever it is. If it's to do with somebody else, it doesn't matter. Just write down what you want to release and then burn it, obviously in a safe space, and let go of that energy. And then there's also other meditations that you can do to clear your energy as well. So yeah, those are the messages I have for you, Virgo. I'm going to pull a few message cards as well. So we'll do a few love cards. I didn't plan to be this long. I felt like it started off very quickly and then it just kind of changed, which happens all the time. So yeah, let's pull some purpose cards for you first. Okay, yeah, like I said, leadership. Take charge of this situation. So step into your power. Some of my cards are bent because a little person has been at them. Oh, gosh. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, there may be a change in career. Could be that you don't see it coming. Could be that you do. Counselling. You heal with your kind words and wise and empathetic ear. So some of you may be stepping into counselling, or something that you did maybe before that you liked. I actually was supposed to shuffle, but I didn't reshuffle that, so that was supposed to come out clearly. Teaching, you inspire young people to learn. Some of you may be teachers, going back to school. Oracle cards, you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Some of you may be tarot readers or oracle card readers. Okay, builder, your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Yeah, this is master builder. So you may not see it right now, but you may be somebody that's stepping into a boss role in terms of, you could be stepping into management one. You could also be stepping into a role of your own in terms of working for yourself, self-employment, something like that. I know a specific Virgo that doesn't want that, myself, but you have it in you. All of you have it in you if that's what you want. Let's try these romance cards now. Okay, let's see. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So relax. It could be relaxing and dating as well. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be, except closure. So yeah, there's a cycle that needs to end. If some of you have not been able to accept the closure, that is probably a message for you. Hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. So you could be seeing somebody, especially if you've come out of a relationship, if it was fairly long term, you could be starting to see somebody having an exciting time with them and going on little retreats or mini breaks together or just to each other's homes. Abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. Yeah, so maybe some heart chakra healing as well. Right, okay, settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. So we'll take that as well. Okay. At the bottom of that deck was alone time. So if you need alone time, definitely consider that as well. Or if someone that you know can help you. Okay, let's get one of these messages, I think. This deck is so large. Okay. Two of water. I'm sure that, let's do two. Page of fire. Okay. Let's do those two. Where is the book? Where is the book? Let's see. Here we go. I think I'm going to pull one from the Heal Yourself deck as well for you. Oh no, too many. Let's do that again. Alchemy. So number 7, 25, number 7. Okay, let's do this first. So 2 of water. So it says harmonious partnerships, loving and lasting relationship, heart connection between two souls. There's new love coming in. I partner with one who is in harmony with me. Together, we explore what is and might be, knowing we are there for each other. Two hearts beat as one as we take turns replenishing and encouraging the other. I have someone who can bring out the best in me, and I can do the same for another soul, for we are all expressions of divine love. Yeah. Okay, Page of Fire. So it says, enthusiastic, action, adventurous, venturing forth, beginning a project, acting on a new idea. So pay attention to your ideas, pay attention to your dreams. They're going to possibly send you messages. I am free to venture forth for co-creating a life true to my desire is my right. So yeah, basically you creating the type of life that you want and working with the universe in harmony is your birthright. I am finding my purpose as I take the first step into something new. My ideas have value. I dream boldly. So as well as you writing a list of releasing, write your list of manifestations or what you want to welcome into your world, into your life. And don't dream small, dream big. Alchemy. 25. And those dreams will become a reality. They're not just dreams, basically. And also, a good way of writing those, manifestations is to write them as if you already have it. So everything that you say you want a car, for example, like I don't know, a Porsche. You say, I am driving my beautiful Porsche, like something like that. And then you just keep going with everything that you want. The path you are on is about to go through a very powerful transformation. Nothing is how it seems. You have an opportunity to take a big leap in your level of consciousness. It is extremely important that you focus on letting go of any negativity and beliefs that no longer serve you. You have access to energy of alchemy, which can transform the most challenging experiences into incredible gifts and miracles. Meditate and take action on your highest goals and dreams. They are on their way to coming true. Let go of your expectations. What is about to appear can surpass anything you have dreamed of. The most important part is that you are prepared and ready to receive. The energy around you is very potent at this moment. So make sure that you are using this time as productively as possible. Give yourself time for prayer, gratitude, and celebration. So yeah, as I said, definitely do your manifestations. You may not see it in the 3D right now, but you will see it come forth when you continue to manifest and to also release whatever is no longer serving you, especially in relation to your mind and what your mind is thinking, and what you're allowing to kind of fester there. Because also Jupiter rules expansion, and whatever you focus on, it will expand that. So focus on the good things and it will expand those things for you. So sending you lots of love and light, Virgo, and I hope this helps. And if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, don't take it. Okay. Sending lots of love and light.